ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
I would like to thank the UAE and the rulers. You've made the UAE my home, and I've never lived more than 4 years anywhere in my life. So I've been here for 8 years, and I think that's a huge message already to say that this has been my home for the last 8 years, and I'm hoping that this will be my home for a very long time. So thank you, and thanks for making this a great place to live.
Ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite program, Pairs of Union, which invites the most successful people here in the UAE. Today from Dubai with MR.Ben Safra, the founder of SENSATE Experience Agency, one of the most important names here. Welcome, Mr.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Mr. So I'm so pleased to meet you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So today we'll talk about your career, your experiences here in the UAE and before coming to the UAE. That's why in the beginning we need more details about you to present you to everyone. We need to speak about your professional experiences and your educational background as well.
Fantastic, thank you. So my name is Ben Safra, and originally Spanish, but most of my adult life I lived in London. I studied in London. I studied fashion design and then business and marketing in fashion. And I quickly worked myself into the luxury retail career. I started working for brands like Louis Vuitton, Dolce & Gabbana, Burberry, and my focus with these brands was always around the customer experience. I helped brands like Louis Vuitton open the first personal shopping in the Maison in London and also in Paris. I then opened the first personal shopping for Selfridges in London. And then I worked with Burberry on creating the global strategy around customer experience. So when Burberry moved from a transactional company to a relational company, which means that they wanted to get to know their customers, I came in and helped them to kind of do the whole strategy and then the training and development and do it in all the boutiques around the Middle East. And this was the first time that I was actually exposed to the Middle East. So I would come here, I would travel to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, then Saudi, Kuwait, Qatar, so all of the Middle East. And I kind of fell in love a little bit with the Middle East. And then back to London, I took a sabbatical. I turned 45. I took a year off. I went traveling in Asia just to cleanse and to take a break from my career because I worked by that time for about 25 years. And I've worked before in the US, in Spain, in France. So I worked a lot and I needed a break. And then when I came back, I had the opportunity to kind of choose, do I want to stay in the UK or do I want to explore other regions? An opportunity came here with the brand, with the luxury brand. I came here, I started working with the luxury brand. I then moved to another project with another brand, a third brand. And then in 2020, I decided to leave my corporate career, 25 years of corporate career, and start my company SENSATE.
Wow, great, sir. What a faithful journey. You're expanding all over the world.
Yes.
So, sir, as you know, it's not easy to be successful and it's not easy at all to create this successful journey. So what are the challenges have you faced during this journey?
So look, I would say the biggest challenge, which I think every entrepreneur faces, is fear, right? You're scared of taking that step. You're scared of leaving the comfort zone. You're scared of leaving a company that takes care of you, healthcare and all that, and starting on your own. So I would say fear is the one big thing that stopped me.
Yeah.
The challenges are, I think, on a personal level, your success is your success, but your failures are also your failures. When you're part of a big company, if you fail, you have a big team you can fall on. There's a huge corporate culture behind you. As an entrepreneur, if you're failing, you're failing. So there's always that fear that, or a challenge that things might go wrong. You have to make money. You have to get customers all the time. You have to pay your employees. So yeah, a lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm. And sir, as you know, to overcome these challenges, we need persons who stand by our side. So who are your supporters? Persons who have supported you, encouraged you, and also inspired you during your journey?
Absolutely. So I would say there's a lot, but I would narrow it to 3 people. My dear friend Mila, who is my closest friend. I'm the godfather of her child, and she's the one who's really pushed me to kind of do this and to leave the corporate career and to start something. She's the one that really kind of said to me, you need to do this. It's now or never. It's the time. So Mila, thank you, Mila. And my older brother, who is in the world of startups. So he's a guy who's really done this many times, and he's been a huge supporter and a huge source of information. And the one thing that I did the day that I started SENSATE was I appointed a mentor, a friend, Ayman, who's done this for 15 years now. He set up his own PR agency. He's very successful, and I really look up to him, and I appointed him as a mentor. So we meet every couple of months. We talk about things. He gives me some ideas. We bounce off each other, and yeah, these are the 3 people.
Yeah. So now, sir, let's talk about the first step of creating your company. You created the SENSATE in Corona period, right?
Absolutely.
So is it a big challenge for you?
It was a huge challenge because initially the idea was, because we're in such a niche market, was to work as a very luxury brand from word of mouth. No Instagram, no website, no nothing. Just people recommending us and working, like a carte blanche. But then COVID hit, and we couldn't open the company, and we had to sit at home and decide what are we going to do and how are we going to do it. And it actually COVID for us was a blessing in disguise, because it gave us an opportunity to really refine and define our offer and our proposition. So we had to think about what is our USP and what is our value proposition. We spoke to a lot of people in the industry, and in October 2020, we launched SENSATE with a very, very specific niche offer, and we've been going ever since.
And what are your mechanisms, your strategies to overcome these challenges?
You really have to keep positive. You have to drive forward. You need your crew, your mentors, your people next to you. And you really need to have a vision, and you need to believe in yourself. That's the one thing I would say. You have to believe in what you're doing, 100%.
Yeah. So, sir, today we are in SENSATE.
Yes.
Right, so let's talk about the variety of services that you are providing today to all the people here.
So we're a very unique company. So far, I haven't met anyone like us definitely not in the GCC or in the Middle East. We do something very unique. We're an experience agency, and we touch 3 areas of experience: customer, employee, and brand. And everything that we do around that always has to affect all 3 corners of this triangle. So what we offer is we offer a very niche recruitment. We find the right people, we train them, and then we put them in front of customers. And when we predominantly work with luxury brands and with luxury hospitality industry in the GCC. Every program that we do, either it's for customer, for the brand, or for the employee, always has to impact the triangle of the 3 experiences. Every program that we do has to be an experience by itself, and every experience is an experience for the people who are experiencing it, if that makes sense.
So, sir, the staff and your team of work is very important.
Absolutely.
In any company. So today, how do you choose your staff? What are the qualities that are required on your staff?
So the way I choose my team is first and foremost passion. People who are passionate, who want to grow, who believe in Sensate and believe in what we're doing. And they're kind of, it's funny because our team are people who have done different things, not necessarily come from the industry that we're doing. But I identified a lot of passion. I identified with them something that is so unique, this fire to grow and the belief that we are doing something that is very unique. So that's my team right now.
And sir, how can you afford to your team a comfortable and a supportive environment?
So first of all, we are kind of an anti-corporate company. We do everything that we do the opposite of what corporate companies do. We don't have specific working hours. Everybody can come whenever they want and leave whenever they want. We don't have specific working days, but we work 5 days a week and I don't allow them to work on weekends. So you do the math. And I don't allow the team to work in the evenings or answer phone calls or emails in the evenings. We're not allowed to work on weekends. Work-life balance is super important for me. The team can work from home, they can work from wherever they want, abroad, whatever. As long as they do the work, I'm totally cool with that. And as for affording them, we're a startup. Everybody works here not just for salary, but to generate something, to do something, to create something. So we work in a system where if you create something, you get remunerated for it.
And sir, now if I ask you about the special thing here, what made you special, what made you unique? The special imprint that your company has made it.
So I think what makes us unique is that we're not a learning and development company, we're not a recruitment company, we're not any of that. We are an experience agency. So for me, my team has to have a great experience for us to come to clients, to make them feel good, to give their clients a good experience. So it's really the methodology and the mentality behind it, that it's about people dealing with people, and it's about emotions, and it's about, at the end of the day, we're all people. And I always say, you'll remember if you had a good experience with me. You won't remember if I said something to you. You won't remember if I did something to you, but you'll remember if you had a great if we had a great interview and you had a great experience, you'll remember, hopefully. So that's what we would love to leave as an imprint on the world, is great experiences for people.
Now, sir, can you please share with us some of achievements or accomplishments achieved by your company?
Wow, there have been so many. We started in COVID. We started from my house because we didn't yet have an office and everything was closed. And that was 4 years ago, and so far now we have 30 clients on our book. All of them are the biggest ultra luxury brands in the world. We work with the biggest brands. We work in Turkey, in the UAE, in Saudi, in Kuwait, in Qatar, in Malaysia, in India. We're really proud of what we've done.
Great. Sir, of course, you have your own strategies and methods to manage your business. If I ask you about the future, how do you see your company in the upcoming period? What do you aspire to?
So look, first of all, my company is my people. So I really coach and encourage my people to grow. And we have a philosophy in the company that every project in the company, anyone can participate in it if they want to participate. If they hear me talking and saying, oh, this is interesting, then they come on the project. So I think the company has grown organically. For example, we do, for the last 3 years, we do Emiratization recruitment, and we've placed already over 250 Emiratis. We've helped 250 Emiratis to find jobs in luxury retail and hospitality. We coach them, we train them. So I absolutely believe that our recruitment is growing. And actually, in fact, we just opened last month SENSATE Talent, which is a recruitment agency, which is about helping Emiratis find the right kind of job. We coach them, we train them. For SENSATE, I think, hopefully we'll grow, we'll work with more luxury brands, we'll impact more people, we'll impact more customers, and hopefully, we'll be a name that people speak and know. That'll be the achievement.
So, sir, the name of your company is SENSATE.
Yes.
How do you choose this name, this story behind this name?
So it came from the idea that we're all people and we interact with people, and we wanted something that spoke about emotions. And funny enough, every time that I deliver a training program, I always tell people there's tissues on the tables. If you need to cry, cry. Because it's all about emotions and it's all about feelings. And so SENSATE is sensating, sensation, sensational. The word makes you feel something. So that's SENSATE.
So everything has a relation with the feeling.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now let's talk about the UAE, sir. What are the most important laws and regulations established by the UAE and applied throughout the investment sector?
You know, I think for us as a startup, it's been a really smooth journey to start the company in the UAE. We got a lot of support. Even though we opened during COVID times, we felt that there was a lot of support from the government. It was a really smooth process. It's been very easy to do things online, everything, apply for trade license. I've never really had any kind of roadblocks from that side. So for me, that's a huge support. Apart from that, we work with a lot of Emiratis. We place Emiratis. We've dealt with the Abu Dhabi government once as well. Everybody's been so kind and so nice and so welcoming. So, I've been here for 8 years. For me, it feels like home.
So, sir, after your faithful journey and rich experiences after your big career, so you make your successful story. What is the meaning of success to you? Because the word of success is a subjective word and it differs from one person to another person. So how can you define success today?
That's a very good question because it's something that I coach a lot of people. So I coach a lot of leaders and I tell them, success is not only what you look forward at, it's not what you're going to achieve. Success is actually what you've achieved until now. So I look at my career and I look at all the countries I've lived in, all the interesting people I've met, all the fun things that I've done. And for me, that's a huge success already. So, I'm here where I am today, and that's already like a huge success. Future success for me is to grow the company, to impact as many lives as possible, to train people, to coach people, to help people go through good times, bad times, see people smile, happy. That's my success. And I have to add, to see my team grow and become professionals,
So, lots of people from audience, they are a new generation and they see from your story something special inspired them. So they are looking for keys of success. What is your advice to the new generation?
I would say don't let fear stand in your way. It's what stood in my way and I waited so many years. So believe in yourself, appoint mentors, listen to people. Failure is the key to growth and success. If you fall down, get back up and keep trying. That's the most important thing. It's the best that you can do. Keep trying.
Sir, the UAE has for sure contributed to your success story. So what is your appreciation message you would like to convey through our episode to the UAE and its rulers?
I would like to thank the UAE and the rulers. You've made the UAE my home, and I've never lived more than 4 years anywhere in my life. So I've been here for 8 years, and I think that's a huge message already to say that this has been my home for the last 8 years, and I'm hoping that this will be my home for a very long time. So thank you, and thanks for making this a great place to live.
Thank you so much, sir, for this meeting and for these details. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Dear audience, this is the end of our episode. Watch us next week. Goodbye.